Well, hello and welcome to Tampa, Florida. Yes, we are live here at the Tampa Bay Times Forum in Tampa, waiting for the kickoff of the Republican National Convention. I'm Amy Walter with ABC News, here with my colleague from ABC, Rick Klein. We're doing something a little bit different this year. We are covering the convention live, but we're also doing it with an interactive beat. We have Yahoo as a partner. You will see David Chalian, our Yahoo News partner, and we will be bringing you guys on screen lots of ways to interact with us. Send us a Twitter, interact with us on Facebook, ask questions. We'd love to hear from you and interact with you as much as possible.
That's right. You see the hashtag, it's pound 2012 GOP. Stay in touch with us. We're going to be streaming at Yahoo News, at abcnews.com, on the iPad, all your mobile devices, everywhere you can get us. Now, that cheering that you heard moments ago was not for Amy and I, although we did request it. That's actually because the Republican National Convention is starting. That is Reince Priebus, the chairman of the Republican National Convention, who's gaveling us in. And you're also seeing a live shot of the debt clock. We're already counting how much money the United States is racking up in debt in the moments of this convention. But it's going to be a little bit of a buzzkill of an afternoon. Yes, the convention was supposed to start, and it did start, but we're only going to have a session of about 5 minutes. And that, of course, Amy, has to do with the weather.
It does. There's this uninvited guest named Isaac who's been making something of a havoc here in Florida, although I don't know what you saw. We didn't have much rain here, but of course there's an abundance of caution, especially when you have so many of these delegates that are staying very far from the Tampa Bay Times Forum. You have to cross bridges and et cetera. So that is the one thing that organizers didn't want to have to deal with, but they are. So we now have a condensed convention, 5 minutes here for the chairman. We have a fair number of delegates who braved the weather to come on in, but this is where we are.
That's right. Reince Priebus now officially saying that the convention is in recess, subject to the call of the chair. We expect that call to be tomorrow, although that is somewhat in doubt, depending on the path of this storm. We are going to bring in ABC News' Ginger Z, who is in the storm zone in New Orleans, Louisiana. And Ginger, tell us the latest that you're seeing. What are people expecting? What are they bracing for on the ground in New Orleans?
Well, in New Orleans, the level of anxiety is certainly high. They have that Katrina anniversary date coming on Wednesday. And as this storm approaches, no matter what size or what category we get to, really heavy rain plus any storm surge on low-lying areas, not just in New Orleans, but places like Gulfport, Mississippi, Mobile, Alabama, all the way through the Florida Panhandle, that's when we start to be concerned about inland flooding. And that's often what ends up taking lives in the end. So that's something else to keep note of as we go into this. And that's what a lot of folks are talking about right now. In New Orleans itself, there are a few parishes that are very low-lying that have been evacuated. That was yesterday. Today, people are just talking about if we need to get out, this is where we'll go. Everybody seems to have a plan. We just got off one of the new pump and gate stations that separates the 17th Street Canal and Lake Pontchartrain, one of the areas that was such an issue during Hurricane Katrina. And we talked to a colonel in the U.S. Army, and he says they are more than ready, and this storm will not do anything even close. Even if they take that direct hit or on the right side of the hurricane where they often have the heaviest storm surge, they're ready. They think they've got this under control.